everyone, it's Anton for Pocket Now. Taylor behind the camera, still here at CES, still looking at the Huawei Mate2, who went to sleep, and we're going to compare it to another big phone, the competitor, the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Let's take a look at the differences and the similarities. So, as you can see, we have two extremely large devices here, but the Huawei Mate2 is somewhat taller and it's also somewhat wider. Now, in terms of in-hand feel, because the Huawei is tethered, I couldn't tell which one is heavy, but if you flip them to the side, you can see immediately the differences. That we have the what Samsung used to call the hyperglazing finish, which is slippery, and you can see it collects fingerprints and grease like a champ, and this is the white version of the phone. I haven't seen another version of the phone yet. Maybe there will be a black version. And Samsung is using this faux leather, which I'm not a fan of, but it's not slippery and you cannot see the or feel the grease or the fingerprints. Now, since we're at the back, we're going to compare cameras to cameras. We have a 13 megapixel camera here, 13 on the Huawei 2, Sony sensor being used here, flash, and of course 4G LTE, because this is a Verizon version, as you can see. But in terms of the Huawei, it supports all US carriers and all worldwide modes in terms of compatibility with GSM, CDMA, and all the other ones. Now, flipping it to the side, we have the huge 6.1-inch screen on the Huawei device, and the Samsung has a 5.8-inch screen, but we have a higher resolution on the Note 3, as it is running full HD with its Super AMOLED screen. But the Huawei Mate2 is I just grew another hand. And the Huawei Mate2 has a 6.1 720p screen, which they call EHD, as an enhanced HD, which is 720 by 1280. 1.6 gigahertz processor, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 on the Huawei device, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 on the Note 3. Of course, we have 2 gigs of RAM on the Huawei, 3 gigs of RAM on the Samsung. You can see the home button. We have no buttons here, but the Huawei device is employing the on-screen buttons, which is okay because you don't have any buttons placed down below, but it will take up a little row from your screen. Now, the biggest difference between these two, and the Huawei device will go back, but will follow, is that the Samsung has an S Pen. This is something which the Huawei device does not have, though they said that it is relatively easy to use it with one hand. Now, I've got big hands, and this is the 90-degree circle which I can reach to. I cannot hit the help button, the help icon. I cannot even hit that icon there, so it's going to be difficult for you to use this one-handedly. However, just as the Samsung, the Huawei device also has multi-window applications. At the moment, as we can tap that, we can go back there. We have only 4 supported. As you can see, we have a calendar, calculator, a notes application, and the SMS application, and it looks like this. As on the Samsung, you have a lot of applications supported, more are being added, and you just drag some along. Let's drag something which Taylor will not get upset about. Let's drag YouTube. And this is, for those who know, the way you can, what else can I use, Taylor? Let's try music. This is the way you can use it on the Note 3, and of course this is the way you can have the floating device, have the floating window on the Huawei. Let's see if we can add some more. Let's see a notes application. No, you cannot have more than one at the same time, but this is not final software, as being told. There will be software updates, and they will also increase the battery life of this device, which is marketed to be as high as 2 days on LTE operation. So before we talk too much, this has been Anton, Taylor behind the camera, with a very, very quick, brief look at the Huawei Mate2 compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to Pocket Now. Lots more coming from CES. Thank you very much.